Sorry, say that
But
again.
that was a disappointment chart wise in real time, but it has since come back around and became a hit on Chris Brown and Young Blue with that the baddest this past year. So again, like a lot of my joints, they come back around and surprised me and got a new life via other scenarios. So I'm again
Mm,
blessed,
mm.
hugely blessed with that kind of thing happening multiple times for me.
That's what's
By the
that's
way,
what's.
and I got to big up the new project again. So me and Jacquees have been in contact, and Queen Naija, and I've also done a version of it with PJ Morton and my girl Anaya. Shout out to Anaya, who's having some success with her Fantasia cover right now. So there's a whole nother version of Always on My Mind on this tribute that I keep talking about. With it's going to be probably both versions are going to be on there with Queen Naija, Jacquees, or a combination of a couple people. We'll see how it goes, but that's what I'm saying. Is again, Larissa Lambert with Weak. Hopefully Tim's on right here with that flip or the Afro beat of that, and then now Always on My Mind. So y'all got to get this tribute joint because it's going to be fire. I'll tell you.
All right. That's what's up.
It's already
Um,
getting the moving parts to match up.
all right, that's what's up, man. We look forward to hearing it. Okay, so now, as we obviously this is a cover, right? Now, I just want you, if you don't mind, just explain to those who are not, familiar with the business, right? When the cover's done, what parts remain yours and what parts remains are given to the person that does the cover? If I hope I worded that correctly, if you get what I'm saying. What do you keep? What do they get?
Are you talking about money wise or percentage wise?
Just as detailed as you want. Like, just what's the mechanics of covers, like publishing
Well,
wise, money wise?
somebody covering it doesn't have anything to do with my financial part of it unless they've rewritten it and now have a financial stake in it. So just merely them covering it has nothing to do with my money. My money is based on the writing of it and the producing of it, the original master of it. So if you're sampling it, that's one thing. If you're just covering it, that's another. But and that's a publishing issue. Again, depends on what it is and how they've done it. So it's it all has to do with what they've done to it.
Okay, so what about as far as the mechanical and I forgot the other one. I think it's a performance. It's performance royalty and mechanical. Could you break that down for us in terms of the covers? How that impacts you and the person that's covering?
Okay, I think a good example would be the Right Here Human Nature. See, that was originally Human Nature, and so that has its set of writers and publishing that goes along with that. But they also sampled it, so now that's a master recording issue that has to be paid out of the work. And then I wrote the original melody and lyrics, so now you're looking at all these components of all the parts. But on something like, let's say, okay, I got a brand new record right now with this girl Honeybee on Atlantic Records. She's interpolated "I'm So Into You" into her new record, but it's 100% from my original thing. So that's only 100% dealing with her cover. So nobody rewrote. Oh no, she rewrote the lyrics, so she gets a piece of what they rewrote based on my thing. So you see how it changes because of the.
Mm-mm.
It just depends on what you've done.
Mm-mm. Okay, that's interesting.
Right. But you ain't done nothing though, except cover the song verbatim, like piece for piece.
And that's why I
How
described
do
it.
you how do you make money off of it?
Well, Chris Brown was a good example of what I just described. When he did She
Okay.
Ain't based on Right Here, he didn't take any
Right.
publishing. It just
Okay. So it don't matter. It's a joint that's just gonna work for you and bring attention to the rest of your shit, hopefully.
well, as an artist, Chris Brown was able to make money because he gets producer. I mean, I'm sorry, because he gets artist points off of his own records, obviously, from his label
Okay.
RCA. So he's benefiting from the artist perspective, and then he gets to get the recognition of having a record that's he had. I think that was a top 11 pop record. So that was so you get the benefits of that. Publishing wise, he didn't touch it because he didn't change the melody or the lyric.
Understood.
All he changed was
Understood.
so again that. But then that's a different scenario. But now on something like Young Blue and Chris Brown's thing, where they did use "Always on My Mind," that's different because now they're just using a piece of the music and a little piece of the sample itself with them going, "You're always on my mind," is in there. So that's a whole nother different type of participation versus taking a whole melody or lyric.
Thank
It's just
you for that explain.
You see what I'm saying? So again, it always depends on the amount of usage. So it's going to be different every single time is the real story.
Right.
Record.
Sorry, I think there's a lag, so I might have been talking over you. My bad. But yeah, I appreciate what you're saying, man. Is learning a lot from what you're saying. What this is the final question about this song. Then we'll move on to the next song, right? Now recently, I think JoJo re-recorded this album. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, right?
Sure. She did the Taylor Swift.
Yeah. So what was was you involved in that? What was the impact on you regarding that?
Not really. I mean, props to her for doing it because I understand the motivation. Like just like Taylor, when other people are trying to control all your intellectual property, you want to take control of that. So, but in any case, no matter like when there's other writers involved on something that you're doing, you still gotta, you're still paying whatever their percentage is. So that didn't change.
Okay, fair enough. All right, guys. We'll move on to the next song. This is song number 7. Song number 7. Remember, the idea is to get through 50. But if we don't manage to get through it, we'll hopefully we could do like a part 2. All right. So we're going back. So the JoJo cover was 2004. This song I'm about to play came out 10 years prior to that. And this person was also a teenage sensation as well. This was on his debut album, and this song's called Crazy by Usher. Let's go.